Since presentation of the facility renovation plans last spring, the design build team has been hard at work to incorporate the feedback it received. The process has taken a little longer than we had anticipated, but we also wanted to be sure that what we presented addressed as many areas of our ministry as possible. We also wanted to get actual estimates from contractors in the trades, furniture, security, and technology companies to ensure cost estimates were accurate. Along the way, we also tried to include the people most impacted by these plans, such as faculty, office staff, library team, athletic director, and preschool and extended care staff. We're now excited to present the most recent plans for our ministry facilities. The railing around the stairwell that was a safety concern was changed to a solid rail height wall that wraps around the entire stairway leading to the fellowship hall. A bar height tabletop was placed at the end of the stairwell. This area can be used for sign-up sheets on the weekends and for people to sit at throughout the week. The coffee bar serving area was expanded to a full L shape. This provides additional seating and counter space that can be used on Sunday mornings or throughout the week. Below the countertop is cabinetry for storage and refrigerators. On the back wall of the coffee bar area, there is cabinetry which includes a sink for preparation and cleanup. A closet was also added in the back of the coffee bar area in order to provide additional storage. We also asked a furniture company to give us a concept of what this space might look like fully furnished. Here's what they suggested and what seems to meet our needs. Instead of a separate nursery located on a different level than a sanctuary, a designated children's area has been created in the corner of the main level. This will give parents a place to take a child during worship, or it could be used during the week for parents to hang out when dropping off or picking up children from school. Additional seating is found next to the children's area with appropriately sized furniture, which can easily be reconfigured or moved for various ministry events, or when larger worship services require additional seating. The library has been placed in a more visible and easily accessible area while not taking up additional floor space. With the desire to keep the nursery on the main level, we not only added a designated children's area, but the current church bathrooms have also been reconfigured. The current women's restroom has been transformed into a family bathroom with a private nursing and baby changing station. This area gives nursing mothers, or parents or grandparents attending worship with multiple children, a more user-friendly space. We also recognize the need for a better handicapped accessible bathroom. The current men's bathroom has been turned into a larger handicapped unisex bathroom, which will better serve those with mobility issues. During worship services, the secure doors leading into the school will be opened, and people will have access to the much larger bathrooms located just down the hallway. The plan for the receptionist area that was presented last spring has remained relatively the same. People entering our facility during the school day will need to go through 2 sets of secure doors to gain access to the school. At this first set of doors, a camera and intercom have been installed, which will go to the receptionist's office. Once gaining entrance through these doors, the person will need to check in at the office. Then the person will need to go out of the office and go through a second set of secure doors in order to gain entrance to the school hallway and the rest of the school. The second office area has also remained relatively the same as presented last spring. We have 4 offices for pastors, business manager, and other staff. With a new doorway created in the hallway, these offices will be less than 10 feet from the receptionist and other office areas. The layout of the larger gathering space for the gym has also remained relatively the same as presented in the spring. The wall between the current meeting room and the gym hallway has been opened up. This allows the current furniture in the gym entryway to be relocated to this gathering space and helps to alleviate congestion. One new feature to this area is the addition of secure doors placed in the hallway leading from the gym to the school. Currently, someone using the gym has access to our entire facility. These double doors will be equipped with electronic locks that can be opened during the school day and closed when the gym is in use, thus closing the gym area from the rest of the school and church. Plans also include providing a larger area for our growing extended care program. The new extended care area takes us to the lower level of the school and is created by removing the temporary wall between the current dartball room and large storage room to create a single large room. This space will provide students before, during, and after school with an area to develop their fine and large motor skills, to do homework, and to form friendships. Cabinetry with a sink has been added to the end of this room, and furnishings from the current extended care area reused and new furnishings added. This room can also be used for piano lessons during the school day when not in use, nursery care for children during Sunday morning Bible study, and summer care programming. The dartball items will be relocated to a designated space in the storage area at the end of the fellowship hall. Items in the large storage room that still need to be stored will be relocated to the room at the bottom of the fellowship hall next to the maintenance room. Technology items will be relocated to the storage room next to the elevator in the lower level. These facility upgrades also include a significant amount of new flooring. We will be putting 2 types of soft surface, high traffic tile squares, which is the same type of flooring installed in hospitals, businesses, restaurants, schools, and churches during the last 8 to 10 years. The one type of flooring is a special walk-off soft surface flooring, especially designed for entrances to high traffic facilities to catch all types of debris and alleviate the need for area rugs and runners which present a tripping hazard. This walk-off flooring will be placed at the entryways to the church and gym and flow into the gym gathering area and down the hallway, replacing the broken and worn tile. This will also be the entrance that students use throughout the school day for going out and coming in from recess. The soft surface tile squares will also replace the stained, worn, and ripped carpeting in the fellowship hall, conference room next to the sanctuary, all office areas, and flow down the hallway leading into the school to give this area a more cohesive look and feel. While the need for daily vacuuming these areas will increase, the flexibility for replacing a few tile squares instead of replacing an entire area, and reducing the cost for annually waxing the previously tiled areas, will all help to offset installation and maintenance costs. The floors in the church restrooms and coffee bar area will not have soft surface, but will have low maintenance, high durability, luxury vinyl tile. While we've talked about it in passing, school safety and security is a top priority with this project. The easily identifiable main entryway forces people to go through 2 secure entrances and provides a much larger buffer area between entering our facility and gaining entrance to our school, students, and teachers. In addition, digital entry in the form of key fobs will be installed on all doorways so that we can more easily determine which doors are locked and which ones are not. It also allows for us to monitor entrance to various areas of our facility. The doors at the bottom of the stairway leading from the church to the fellowship hall will be secure doors, and cameras will be installed in the lower level by the extended care area. All of these things help to make our school a more secure and safe facility. The total estimated cost for all of this proposed work is $1,093,550. This cost includes construction plans, permitting and demolition, all construction costs, new flooring in back of church, fellowship hall, office areas, conference room, gym entryway, and church restrooms, high-efficiency lighting installed in kindergarten and first grade classrooms, all the cabinetry, updated lighting in church gathering area, furniture in church, gym, and gathering areas, reception and office areas, and extended care room. Each line item also has built into it a significant contingency budget that we obviously hope not to use, but want to build in for unforeseen expenses. There will also be opportunity for potential cost savings in places like furnishings, where we will have the opportunity to reuse certain furniture which does not need to be replaced. There were also certain items that people had asked about including in this project that we felt went beyond our initial scope of work, such as fellowship hall chairs, fellowship hall lighting, gym bathrooms, or gym air conditioning. We also realized that there are other maintenance items not included in the initial plans. Two of the more significant maintenance items that we see looming on the horizon would be the replacing of the gym roof and replacing the parking lot. While these items may not be immediate needs, and repairs can hold them off for a while, we also want to be prepared for these larger maintenance items. So after considering the various options, the Ministry Council is recommending that the gym roof be included as part of this initial fundraising goal and campaign. This makes the initial goal $1,225,000. The addition of the parking lot will lead us to a secondary goal of $1,350,000. We believe that our Star of Bethlehem ministry family has the ability to take on this project, paying for it through initial gifts and future commitments made among our Star of Bethlehem family. But maybe you're thinking, but it's just a renovation project. Have you ever moved into a house with an unfinished basement? At first, what do you use the space for? Initially, maybe you use it for storage, but then over the years, your family changes. You have a few more kids and you get to a different stage in life, and finally you decide that you are going to make the investment to finish the basement. You put in a bedroom and a bathroom for a teenage kid or for visiting family. You put in an area where you can finally host family gatherings or invite the neighbors over to watch a Packer game and get to know them better. Technically, you haven't increased the square footage of your house, but you are so grateful that you had that space available to you, because finishing it off is a whole lot less expensive than putting an addition onto your house. You've created space for family to connect with one another and for you to use with old and new friends. Our Star family has changed over the last 20 years. School safety and security is one of the top things parents are looking for and expecting in a school. Gathering spaces have become a vital part of ministry. Our faculty and staff has grown, which leads to the need for more office space. As our preschool and school has grown, there are nearly twice as many people dropping off and picking up students each day than there were 20 years ago. And an aging facility presents maintenance issues that we need to address. Here's the great part. We don't need to do a $4 to $6 million addition to meet these changes in our Star family. We already have the space. It's almost as if God gave us the space because He knew that we were going to need it someday. And that day has come. Imagine the preschool parent new to our ministry walking through this main entryway every morning and seeing our sanctuary, and then feeling comfortable enough to walk in for a worship service because this is a familiar place. Imagine the family looking for a school who sees the emphasis that we place on caring for our students and responding to the times that we live in with added security and school safety measures, and a dedicated space for before and after school care for their child. And we get to share Jesus with them every day. Imagine a place where the parent dropping off a child walks past the Mommy and Me group or the men's Bible class, sitting around the coffee bar, and discovers some Christian companions to share the journey of life with. Imagine a place where the person who might not be so steady on their feet doesn't have to worry about tripping or having their walker or cane caught on an area rug or runner as they enter the church or gym areas, because there is now a seamless transition. Imagine the grandparent or parent who has brought multiple children with them to worship, and when one of those kids needs some time outside of worship, they find a space specifically dedicated for them to calm down a child just outside the sanctuary. In a family bathroom for parents juggling multiple children, or a mother looking for a private area to nurse a child. God has already given us the space. Let's use it to create safe places for people to connect to one another and to Christ Jesus.